called Two Truths and One Lie. Pretty much you have to say two true statements and one lie. You have to guess which one is the lie.
So you have to guess our truth and lies.
Okay, I'll try.
Yeah, you have to guess because we know each other inside and out. Yeah. Yes.
Happy Friday. As some of you know, it is Fitness Feature Friday. For those of you who don't know what Fitness Feature Friday means, it means that I feature someone within the fitness industry and tell their story. This week, I had the honor and pleasure of interviewing the owners of Smash Iron Fitness. You can find them on Instagram at Smash Iron Fitness. But first, I do want to apologize about the noise level. It is not the best, but listen to their story. It truly is an inspiring story, so I hope that you guys enjoy. So I'm here with the owners of Smash Iron Fitness. I have Jay, Carlo, and Nick. Question number one. What was the motivation behind Smash Iron Fitness and why the name Smash Iron Fitness?
So Smash Iron Fitness was the name. I wanted something catchy. I wanted something, you know, that was aggressive but yet has some sort of finesse to it. About Smash and Iron, it comes out aggressive, but at the same time, you know, it's like you know what the purpose was. And then the motivation behind it was a place for all lifting athletes to come into one location to be able to coexist with one another. There was a lot of niches, a lot of niche markets, just a CrossFit gym, just powerlifting gyms, just like a global bodybuilding gym, but there wasn't anything that built the community around all of it. And as you can see behind us, there's powerlifters, there's bodybuilders, there's CrossFit athletes, there's everything you can see of lifting, sports and conditioning.
I'm trying to do a celebrity interview. Come on, alright?
Celebrity famous.
I'm trying to show how nice and productive and professional I am. So shut the fuck up!
I want you to talk to me how it started and where you guys are at now.
Started in my garage, and that's where everything honestly all began. Started in the garage, credit cards. Along came these two. This guy was the programmer. He knew what he was doing with sports, and then along came one of my best friends, and he wanted just to blow everything up. And he's a master marketer. The way we look now is because of Jay. I just like to build gyms. You know, I just like building things and building businesses. So we just all came together, and we're at now. We're in, technically, I mean, we went from garage, we got kicked out from HOA, then we went to a storage unit. We had to move all the equipment to a storage unit. And then from the storage unit, it was a little rough patch, but then it took us a year to find the small location that's over there, which is only 2,000 square feet. And then a year and a half later, we're now at 6,000 square feet. So the garage was 2016, and now we're in 2019 with a re-grand opening. Yeah.
So I want to get to know a little bit more about each. So Jay, where do you come from, and what's your background?
So I've been an athlete since I was 6. My first love was football. My childhood dream was to be NFL, to be a Hall of Famer. That did not happen. So came across fitness and the training world, and I've been training ever since I was 16. Training other people since I was 18. Started my career as a trainer at Gold's Gym before I became EOS. I opened up the previous gym. Unethical things happened, so that's when I went to Carlo and we talked, and we were like, hey, let's go ahead blow this up. Let's go ahead run it, you know. And that's when Nick, Carlo, and I, we just came together collectively and contributed as a team, and now we're here.
Nick, can you tell me a little bit more about yourself?
I started like most kids. I started lifting weights when I was young. I competed in multiple strength sports as a young kid, and grew up continuing to compete in those strength sports. I started coaching along the way to help my fellow athletes and my own teammates. I continued that education. I started working in physical therapy as an athletic trainer, do rehab and sports performance. I realized quickly is what I didn't want to do, dealing with chronic pain mostly. and I knew that I wanted to focus more on strength and conditioning, which was my original goal. And then I met Carlo along that way through strength sports, through strongman particularly, and then from there this idea came up that we can create a gym or atmosphere or a vision and continue it. And me being my skeptical self, I just we kind of just kept grinding through it, and it suddenly happened, man. I think we just put our heads together and kept going, and it was like it was a dream, and it was like, oh no, like how to explain it? Like, it was like this dream, and it was like it's gonna happen, but there's also like there's no way it's gonna happen. We had all these doubts, and we had to like back and forth, and we're like, oh shit, we were just having fun, so much fun, right? And I was training clients between working at physical therapy too, back and forth in the garage, and man, it's kind of weird. Actually, I thought it was a fucking joke in the beginning. I was like, we're just making money, we're going to where we want, right? We're making extra as we're hustling. We're doing things our way. And then Carlo has like a terrible experience as a trainer. I know I've had terrible experience as a trainer. Jed has had terrible experience as a trainer, and we kind of just capitalize on those mistakes and those things that we wanted to fix, and we did it our way.
Let's do a challenge that you guys.
I had to provide essentially to keep everything alive. So the challenge for me, and the challenge that is still going, is that I still work on a job at night that helps me honestly to contribute to this business. I want to, and that's the only challenge right there is the grind. And I mean it's all part of the journey. So it's basically it. I mean just the day in, day out. Being here in the day and grinding at night, and then obviously trying to keep a family alive and a relationship alive, and your house alive, bills and everything. I mean that's challenging right there itself. And I mean at the end of the day, it's just a no day for me. But it's just to get started like that. It is tough to get going.
So what's one of the challenges that you face on?
Challenges are probably just consistency, just being consistently giving value, building value to myself, and just being consistent, being the best man I can be, being the best father I can be, being the best coach I can be, being the best athlete. Juggling all that is very difficult,
We are 3 individual entrepreneurs who came together as a sole proprietorship. And the hardest thing, the challenges that we had personally is that we have to come, we've done really well on that end, but we have to come together and combine our visions and put things our way. We see things differently from eye to eye all the time. So we always have to find this common ground, this mutual agreement to keep things going in the direction we want, and it paints the vision that we want to as well. So it just doesn't look like a bunch of shit and some abstract painting, right? It's just all over the place, trying to keep everything crystal clear together with all of our dots and things coming together. So, but luckily we've done so well because we're still here and we're out of business. So
that must be challenging because I'm 3 different heads trying to come up with 3 different ideas.
And when I say that, we're 3 different entrepreneurs, so we have 3 different it's coming together and being okay, let's put it all together as one, and kind of becoming this one person to develop this one vision has been probably the hardest thing that we've dealt with.
So it's like the real life adventures.
Yeah.
He's Captain.
Oh my god. I hate him.
And I'm Iron Man. So it's and we have Thor here too.
Multiple people would argue on that one.
Gordon.
Okay. So now that we know a little bit more about your gym, how you guys came up, what sets you apart from other gyms?
Everything. There's nothing like this 100 miles from here at all. I mean, the closest you can probably find is in California, but not here in Vegas. You won't find this at all. We're being dead serious, not to do no joke. We're offering every single lifting sport with high quality equipment in one location. And to top that off, we have an environment that invites people in to do the stuff they want to do, to compete in the stuff they want to compete in, and to have the coaches behind everyone to help them get there. There's nowhere like that inside. And that's it.
I think our community definitely sets us apart from one another. Like the people that are here at this gym is what keeps this gym alive. They help us out so much, right? Because we are back and forth with millions. We have a huge list of things to do, and our members really take responsibility to take care of this gym and still painting that vision that we have in mind as we continue down the future. You know what I mean? So I mean, honestly, what keeps gyms together is the community of people. And it's really easy to spot an elephant in the room really quick. The minute they walk in, our members identify it, we identify it, you know what I mean? And we do our best to help and support those individuals too as well. So, yeah, you don't belong at Planet Fitness, you don't belong at a global gym. If you're serious about your goals and you're serious about what you want, you'll easily be accepted here and you'll be helped along the way.
So yeah, even definitely coming into the room, it's like, you feel like, all right, it's time to run, it's time to get to work. Tell me a little more about your expansion. So I saw on Instagram that you guys are going from 2,000 to 6,000 square feet. Can you tell me a little bit more about what it is that you guys have done to
We had no choice.
What are the upgrades?
Yeah. So if it was up to us, I think we would have stayed in that 2,000 square foot and waited and to get more money, but like the demand was there, you know. And the thing is that we weren't ready to go to 6,000 square foot, you know. So like if it wasn't for you know investors and if it wasn't for help on the other end, because we added a smoothie bar to that and to our expansion. If it wasn't for that, I mean, we wouldn't be here where we're at now. To be honest with you, we wanted half of this. But now that we're tripling in size, we're going to be tripling in members, and I have no doubt in that. We have over 240 members right now. So there's no doubt that we'll be at 600 members within a year. We haven't added really any equipment. We just spread everything out. So these racks are actually meant to be used as multi-directional, and we only used it on one direction because we were so short in space. So now instead of having 6 stations, we now have more than 12 stations to squat and bench. We also added 1,800 square feet of turf. Because we used to go in the back and run our sleds in the hot heat. So now people can run their turf and run their sleds and whatever inside, and that's in the old unit. So the old unit is completely free and clear, just and then obviously the smoothie bar that we're opening here in a couple of weeks, so I'll have to pass some inspections. And that's it. Honestly, just more room, because at the end of the day, we just want more room to breathe, more room to work out, more room to do stuff. Added 2 showers that you see right behind you, lockers, the little community area that we're in right now. I mean, just makes us more, unique and more, upscale.
What kind of advice would you give to others who want to start a gym or like want to get out in the field? Like, I don't really know that many people that actually start a gym, so that's really.
If you're having doubts that you won't succeed, you're right. 100%. If you have doubts if you have doubts, which is fine, but like you gotta put action for it, And if you have to start in a garage, we started in a garage, and you see things progressing, go with the progression, and don't be afraid to risk it. I maxed out all my credit cards, all of them, and they're still maxed out right now. I'm in debt, which is fine, because that's what it takes. Okay, some people are afraid of that. I didn't go to college like other people went to college. I went to college for a year, 2 years. This is my college. I spent my money in college. Instead of college, I put it in here. Okay, it's where you put your eggs in is where you're gonna grow. Honestly, if you want a business, build a business. This isn't my first business. This is probably my 5th business. I've done multiple things already, but this is what's succeeded. It's like you can't just stop at the first thing. If you're passionate about something, you feed that passion, and if it makes you wake up every single morning, you keep doing it. And at the end of the day, you look back, and now it's almost been 4 years that we've been hustling at this, and it seems like yesterday. So it's like things will happen if you want it to happen.
I think that's the thing too is we've always, and we talked about this like earlier about our community. We've always prioritized our community. I mean, don't be a fucking car salesman. You're a car salesman. I don't really think you're gonna get that far. You know what I mean? Our community comes first. They continue to add to our vision and paint it where it goes and where we're going. So we keep like we keep them satisfied and we do our best to promote like the gym and the style that they want to as well. And that's what keeps us alive, honestly, right? Is our customers, you know. And sometimes it's hard in the beginning because you have like all these concepts and all these ideas and the ways you've done it, your own experiences, and you have to see it through other people's perception and their experiences. We look at our members and like, we've dealt with this, we've dealt with that. Luckily some of the same shit we've all gone through, they agree with us, and that's why they're here. That's why they come to this gym, and that's why they keep coming to this gym. You know, and we do everything we can to keep them satisfied, to keep putting them first above ourselves.
100%. Keep the lights open. You know, it's like if it wasn't for them, we wouldn't be here. You know, so you have to put people first and money second.
Yep.
Honestly. I mean, yeah.
And that's
people
really
first,
what,
money second.
Yeah, that's pretty much what sets a lot of people apart. Because some people just do it for the money and they're like, okay, where's the money at? But I think each of you guys have that passion to actually, you know, see members come in and, you know, actually make progress and, like, you know, grind, like you said. It's like, because you guys have that passion, I think that's what's setting you apart from other companies.
It's on you, you know, a lot of people want to fake it till you make it, but you're going to see through that. Just keep it real and keep it truthful, be honest with yourself, and believe in the vision, and understand that whatever you plant today, you're going to harvest later on. You can't rush the seed, you can't rush the process. It's going to take time, but the time is now, and you got to make the decision right now. Excuse my language. But yeah, you just got to really utilize your energy the right way, and don't get distracted with all the distractions.
We're talking in this interview like we made it too. Like we're still grinding.
Yeah.
People are like, you've made it. I'm like, what are you talking about? It gets harder every day. It gets harder every year. And that's like
I still got to bolt down rigs. I still got to do shit. Like, I mean, we got a lot of shit to do right now. You know, we're
like that level of commitment just has to be there. And like Jay, to reiterate, like you just have to really want it, man. And if you don't really give a shit about the people in here and the community, and you don't really give a shit about it, then it's gonna show, and people are gonna read through that really quick, you know. And our community is so diverse, and that's what I love about the meathead community, what people like to call it, the meathead community, the lifter community, is that they all have these built-in bullshit detectors, and they kind of can just pick it up when you're here to sell them sweat, and you're here to be a car salesman. That's why they end up leaving those gyms. That's why they end up here too as well. You know, and like Jay says, we're just extremely honest with them. Like, we're as honest as we can be with them. We tell them where we're headed. You know, man, if you saw us on that little corner, on that little side, we were like, everybody was sitting in there, and I didn't even know how we managed to do it. You know what I mean? But we were honest with them, where we were in our construction, where we're headed. You know, this is what we have planned for you guys. We'll get it through of us. And they took our word because we continued to live with it.
I saw that you guys installed the AstroTurf. How was that? How did you guys get that thing in?
Dude, I don't even know why everybody was pulling that thing in. Luckily, I was busy, so they had to do it.
Okay.
Yeah. So
How did you guys manage that?
Leverage, physics. They put a rope around it, they pulled it apart, they had 3 or 4 people on it. Boom.
Science.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy.
And you know, that's the thing sometimes. We just do things and we're like, all right, how are we gonna do this now? And we're literally on the roll, like on the fly with a lot of our shit. Literally on the fly with everything. But I mean, that's what makes us right now. You know, like, you know, we base it all on everything. You know.
We do our best to anticipate.
Yeah.
You know, but things don't really go your way all the time.
They
just
don't.
Kind of roll with the punches.
You have to.
You know, we focus more on being problem solvers.
Yeah.
So what is the next step for you guys? Do you guys have something already planned, or what's your guys' next goal?
Big picture vision is we want to be getting a full location, franchise, hospital franchise, but our main focus right now is to be successful here, hospital here,
Yes.
and then we can duplicate the system and go forward from there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's another thing. We don't get too carried away. We kind of just focus on the things that we have in front of us. You know what I mean? Giving the best quality that we can. You know, I think people get it too ahead of themselves. They're like, this, we do this. I'm like, dude, that's great, and I love the vision, I love the direction, but man, one thing at a time. One thing at a time.
Well, at least.
And we need that, you know, and if you met our group, like, we have, like, Jay is extremely, like, he's already thinking, like, a tenfold ahead, and I'm always, like, that day, that moment, you know, Carlos somewhere between the middle, you know what I mean? So we kind of, like, that's where our group it kind of works with us, too, because we are like that, you know. Jay will be like, I want to do this and put this here, and I'm like, I just want to fucking get this done, and Carlos like, yeah, I want to do this, and it's just like, you know, so it kind of works with our dynamic, too, as well. I think that's that's extremely important too. So people are like, how are you working? Honestly, it's our partnership too that helps as well. You know, we cover each other's weaknesses too as well. You know, Carlo does a lot of our administration. Jay is extremely, all the marketing done on Smash Iron is done by Jay. All the media is seriously done by Jay. I'm obviously head coach and I take all the coaching, so you can't give me any administration or managerial stuff, I won't get done. I'll pretty much just like throw it to the side, and then Carl's like, what the fuck is all this? And he's like pulling it all up and he's like signing off on it, you know what I mean? And then Jay is always just like, and Jay's right there with me, so he's so busy with media, he has his own coaching and we're like keeping this gym together, but he's so busy with the media in the gym and paying attention to members, recording their lifts, staying on top of their powerlifting tournaments, because we have powerlifting team, we have strongman team, you know what I mean? So I'm always marketing that so that other people see that, so they can come and be a part of this community, man. If it wasn't for that, then a lot of people wouldn't even hear of us too as well. We would still do well, but I mean, like, it's because of Jay's marketing that people keep walking in and keep buttering too as well. And we're not doing anything fancy, man. We're just highlighting the like really special people that we have here too as well, and the trainers' clients too as well. Like, we're not out here talking about our fucking trainers. Like we have good ass trainers and we do everything we can to have good trainers, but we're highlighting those clients and those members' results, because that's extremely what's important in the gym.
I want to put this out there too. We're missing one person that's a really backbone of this business, and which is Blanca, which is my mom. She does all the bullshit that we don't want to deal with. I'm telling you, all the bullshit, all the financial numbers. She is doing that. And she's like one of our main investors as well because of the smoothie bar. So, like, she's done all that end, and she deals with all the dirty work that we don't want. So I definitely want to put that out there too. You know, it takes a team. And I told Jay this too, right? Like before everything, I was like, if you're not in, I'm not in. Because like you can't do this by yourself. And that's another thing too about advice. You need a team to be successful. You can't do this on your own, man. Like if you want to be successful, you got to bring up people. You got to create a team. You got to create, you know, and delegate. You know, create and delegate. And because I mean, like you said, we cover each other's weaknesses. We have each other's strengths, and everybody works really together to make this big vision. So it's not just one person; it's multiple people. You know, it's like it's ladders. It's like literally down to the bare janitor, member, cleaning crew that we have here. I mean, it's literally everything. Collective.
What is your favorite quote and why?
Jay, he's the quote guy.
He's the quote master.
Get or not, I probably won't fucking make it. Go ahead, what's your quote?
You create who you are. My quote that I created, because you know, if you're a good person and you have that negative mindset, doing bad things, you know, making the wrong decisions, your life won't be ending up so well. So.
My quote is what I live by: is anything you do is everything you do. So if you work hard here, you're gonna work hard there. If you're a piece of shit there, you're gonna be a piece of shit somewhere else. So basically saying like just do everything like the way you want to do it, you know, because that's who you are. Anything you do is everything.
Consistency and novelty is the secret to uncommon results. So with new tool things, especially when it comes to fitness and the way we apply our things in here as coaching, we stick to the basics, we stick to fundamentals. The same way we approach our business, we've always been consistent through the highs and the lows. We keep going forward. We don't try to pull out any tricks or fancy colors like out of our ass to like get things to come through. Like we just focus on fundamentals in the process.
Well, I think that should conclude it. Thank you so much for letting you guys speak to your story, where you guys come from, and everything. It truly is an honor to be able to kind of talk to you guys, see what you guys are all about. So we're gonna play a little game called Two Truths and One Lie. Pretty much, you have to say true statements and one lie. We have to guess which one is the lie.
So you have to guess our truth and lies.
Okay, I'll try.
Yeah, you have to guess because we know each other inside and out. Yeah.
Okay. I have 2 kids. I love veggies, and I drive a Tesla.
You have 2 kids. Is that the lie?
You guys had a meeting, so I just...
She's asking.
Okay. Alright, now, 2 truths, 1 lie.
Okay.
Hey, we're sitting in this beautiful gym. I own a Tesla. We fucking drive shit cars, and that's why we're sitting in this beautiful gym. Just let you guys know, that's how it really works in life.
We drive shitty cars.
Yeah, exactly.
Fix our cars
We're
every
sitting in
month.
a beautiful gym, that's why we don't have no shitty nice Tesla.
Yes. Okay. I own 4 snakes. I love watching sports. I play violin.
You play the violin.
Nope. I hate watching sports.
Yeah,
Fuck sports. Yes.
He does not watch team sports.
I don't watch.
He doesn't watch really like team sports.
He's never really good at it. So. I just don't like watching sports. I mean, if it's on, like we were going to Buffalo Wild Wings and we're watching the game, I can watch a game, but I'm not gonna be like, oh, 6 o'clock, the Raiders are playing, then I have to watch it and put my eyes like this and watch a game. I can't do that.
Wow. Okay.
It's like
So you do have 4 snakes.
I do have 4 snakes, and I do play violin.
Oh wow. Okay.
Not good at it. I actually played it in college.
All right. Yeah. 2 truths and 1 lie.
Shit. The truth part's the hard part. That's 2 truths. Alright, I am the head coach of Smash Iron Fitness.
Come on, make it interesting.
I'm making it interesting.
Okay.
I am the head coach of Smash Iron Fitness. Extremely emotional person. Drive a Honda Accord.
Wow, that's good. Okay.
Super plain
Well,
stuff.
the first one is true. You're the head coach of Smash Fitness.
What? Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna say the last one.
I do drive a Honda Accord. And I am the least emotional person alive.
Yes. It's actually hard for him to show emotion. But once Talia came around, then he started showing a little bit more emotion. I'll be honest with you with that one.
Mainly anger and frustration.
Females.
Yes.
Good job.
If you guys want to go ahead and follow each one of them, you can follow their gym at Smash Iron Fitness on Instagram.
Yep, it's my personal account, so I probably won't accept you unless I meet you. If you want to follow us Smash Iron Fitness Instagram. I won't accept your request unless I've met you in person, right? Carlo and Jay will accept anybody. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, we're not private.
Person or politics.
Carlo,
they're not private. I'm private.
You know?
There you go. You missed the grand opening.
Yes.
Still come to the gym.
You missed the grand opening. I'm so sorry about that, but come to the gym. We're located on 2350 South Rim Boulevard, Suite 8, and now Suite 1. Come on by. Everyone is welcome. Come get a free gym tour if you're looking to get a free workout for the day. If you hire personal training, get a free first session. Come check us out, guys.
All right. Thank you so much for joining, and we'll see you guys next time on the Fitness Feature Friday.
Peace.